Black Giggle.
Zay told me he sent some shit, so be working on some man shit. Yeah, club in the morning, off like 2. Sip champagne when we talk about views and cut like us. We stuck in the trap. Steak ain't rare, so we sending it back. All of my brothers are rare, can't cap. The money was quick, now we sending a few. I'm down by the 100, we starting to shoot. I hit 21, just watch how we move. PR in my blood, no I ain't no thug. Now we in the club, we threw a dub, now we on the move. He ain't no plug, no he just a fool. He sent a shot, now we send a few.
Artificially Genuine, episode 13, part 2. All right, we have our special guest Eric in the building.
What up?
I know we went back to Wainimi High.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was a sophomore, junior. You were a senior. I just remember you always in the middle of the quad, hogging up the best tables that anybody can try to get to.
Damn. I never even sat on those tables, bro.
I know, bro. And you and your squad always on top of like every dance crave.
It was a good time.
Do you still do them now? Dude, what was your best one back then? Like, talk to
I
us.
mean, I don't know what my best dance was, but I mean, collectively, like, we'd be at the crib, and then they'd be like, hey, go to Antonio's, like, we're going to dance and record or whatever. So we would just spend, like, the whole night at Antonio's.
So there's video out there. There's footage out there.
Oh, we got the footage. We got to pay for that USB,
word.
bro.
Dog, you know what's crazy? Back then, I think we had just graduating and YouTube had just started monetizing content.
Yeah.
I'm 18 years old. I got an email from YouTube saying, hey, you got X amount of views. Do you want to monetize your content? And me being young, I was like, nah, I'm cool. But like, oh, look at this email. In retrospect, I was like, what an idiot.
You could have been the first.
Yeah. I was like, dog, we could have been
first.
getting paid for this, 10 times over. But, it was good. It was a good time while it lasted. But, I mean, back to the crew, yeah, we just like to have a good time. And, everybody was straight edge. Nobody really drank. Nobody smoked.
Yep.
So our good time, well, we would go we'd party a lot, but we would go party just to dance.
Yeah.
So, we would throw parties at Antonio's, and big parties, huge parties. And, like, people were leaving their homecomings, their proms, and pulling up. But back to, do we still... I think the last time we collectively danced was at a wedding.
Okay.
But I think now I'll go out and dance, bro. The next morning, my knees,
Everything's
hips,
hurting.
back, I'm tore up. Yeah. So to answer your question, no.
Nope. Done. Hung
Yeah.
up the jersey.
Yeah, it's in the rafters. I got a couple homies that are getting married soon, so we might have to, dust off the shoes and start stretching. But we just like to have a good time. And I remember the hyphy movement, it hadn't hit really down here yet.
Nope.
And we were listening to all that music at the time. And I remember walking through Wainimi and people were like, that's stupid. It's never going to catch on. You guys look dumb. What's wrong with you? Sure enough, a couple months later, everybody's like, oh, what are you listening to? Oh, what are you guys doing? I'm like, yeah, all right.
They're telling you about it, huh? Do you know about the hyphy music?
Yeah,
Like,
have you heard Tell Me When to Go? I'm like, bro, get out of my face.
Get that thin face. Get out of my face.
Nah, it was fun. It was a good time.
I remember what really triggered it with clothing, everything was with Soulja Boy's Superman. That one from there on, it just triggered it for more and more cycles of different dancing.
Absolutely. He was like a pioneer in that aspect because it was all internet.
Everything.
Yeah.
YouTube.
YouTube, bro. YouTube, MySpace.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And next thing you know, it took off. We did it too. We had a whole routine to it. We're at parties, like whose routine's better, but it was dope at the time. And then everybody started listening to like that snap music and stuff like that. So it was cool. It was definitely a blast. Looking back on it, we might have looked a little ridiculous, but
it was cool.
But that was the culture. That was the culture for us.
That was the culture. Yeah.
It's crazy how the temperature of like house parties and like clubs, how it's changed now, like compared to before. Like we're talking like old heads right now, by the way. But
freedom.
But back in the day, it was wild, bro. We were just doing our own thing. Now everybody's too cool, just standing in the back, take a quick little 5-second, and then go sit back down. Like
you go to the club. I remember we graduated and Rue's dad took us to New York as a graduation present, all of us, right? Oh. So we went to New York, and when we went to the club, we went to Copacabana the last night it was open, and they played no dance music. They played all East Coast music for hours.
Yeah.
They played like a 10, 15-minute set of down south music, and we all jumped up and went and started dancing, and everybody was looking at us so crazy.
Like,
Like
what?
they're up
Yeah.
against the wall with their Timbs on and their NY fitteds,
too
and they're
cool for
like,
school.
"Yep, who are these stupid idiots? They're definitely not from here." But yeah, that was a big eye opener. Even at the club now, if you go to the club now, there's no dance floor. It's all sections
Yep.
because it's just for the look. It's
Yep.
it's just to get looked at.
That's bad, bro.
100%.
That's so sad to see, dude.
Yeah.
That's bad. They
you
just
ever-
want to do Xannies, bro, and chill. That's all they want to do, just chill, bro. Look
Yeah,
cool.
everybody's
Did you ever do any dance moves? Did you get
Fuck
into
it,
the
in my
crib?
garage, bro. For some reason, I was crip walking by myself in the garage for no reason,
think
bro.
we all were
Hours,
at some point.
hours at a time trying to perfect it. Still can't perfect that shit, dude.
That's
I'll
funny.
never be ready, bro.
I don't know if you remember this club, Club Breeze.
Oh,
right
yeah.
here by Port Hueneme.
Absolutely.
That's where I let loose. I think I was 17, turning 18. That's when I had the most confidence in myself, and I had
Sure.
learned a couple waves. But right there, that's where I remember the most. I think that was one of my favorite times.
Yeah, I remember.
They need to open back up.
Oh,
I wish they. Well, I mean, I'm too old now, but I remember they had Club Breeze, Miami Nights, and then they had Borderline.
Yeah.
So
Top three.
they used to have hip hop night. It was either Thursday and Sunday, and the other night was college night. So we would load up 2-3 cars deep and smash to Borderline.
I remember seeing you in Borderline.
Duh.
100% going sweaty. My dude was
Sweaty in a 2X tall tee, some big
that
old
was you?
jeans.
I was a big kid growing up. I could never find my shirts because it was you.
I was hiding in them. I don't know what I was doing, but yeah. And then the Club Breeze thing, that was going on, and it was dope. I mean, it was because it was sporadic, so it only happened so many times a year
Right,
or whatever.
right.
And same with Miami Nights. So it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun.
good times, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
good
yeah,
times.
bro.
Best
Good times.
Dancing in the club, Ludacris in the
Oh
background.
man, what a time!
And
What
it
a
was
time.
before, like you said, nobody was drinking, nobody was smoking.
Nah,
We were
no
too
booze.
young.
I was faded.
So it was all natural. Barely anybody, almost anybody else had a cell phone. So we couldn't be like on our phones. It was literally,
Right.
you're right there living it.
You're in the moment.
Best experience.
You're in the because I was at Club Breeze and like I had my sidekick on my hip, and you know what I mean. I had my sidekick on my hip, and I just remember I had it on, but everybody's not paying attention to that. So we were dancing, and they had like the people that were filming. They pulled up, and they're just recording our circle. By the end of the night, I didn't even realize I had lost my sidekick, and I was like, oh man, well the party was dope. So
Yeah.
I mean, what am I gonna do?
Worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. Yeah.
But talk about MySpace. Did you ever hook up your profile? I spent
fuck.
hours trying to mastermind my
my
whole background, music.
Man, I didn't really get into coding for MySpace until the latter years of it.
Okay.
Because, I was just like, all right, let me just check new photo comment,
something.
new comment, new friend request. And I was just like, all right, cool, this is dope. But then later on, I was like, damn, everybody's profile's all souped up. Like, mine looks all boo-boo. So once I finally figured it out, then I would change my song or change the background. But yeah, MySpace was a good time.
I used to shake, bro. Low key, I was the closest to drugs I was doing at that time, bro. I used to be all nervous, like, all right, how many messages I got? Let me see, I got 4, 5, 6. Like, I gotta make sure my song, the hottest song, is out. Like, it was constant, bro.
You log in all depressed because you don't have no notification.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. I
Damn, I
had
suck. That's for sure.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Did you get a chance to like transition to like Facebook right after, or you just stuck to, or did you stay in that social media crave?
I think I started a Facebook like after MySpace started dying down, but I wasn't really active on it. But then as soon as Twitter came around, it was like, Twitter, and I got an Instagram, and then I got a Twitter, and then I got an Instagram right after that. And then those were kind of like the main two.
Main ones.
Do you still use it? Do you still use it now that it changed up and everything?
You know what? Not really. Like, I think my last Instagram post is 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
I might post a story every blue moon, but
What about Twitter? Now that it changed up and everything, that it's no longer
It's
Twitter
X.
no more.
It's X
it's
now.
X.
With
The
Elon Musk.
hard part is like now, because whatever Elon's doing over there at X and with now Threads from Instagram,
Right,
yeah.
right.
it's like the algorithms are so
Mix match.
forceful.
Yeah.
That it's like, why is this even on my feed? Like I don't
yeah.
even want to see any of this.
100%.
So it just makes me not want to open the app.
Okay.
So it's kind of frustrating. But I mean, I feel like I'm at an age and a point in my life to where I'm not as like, oh, I need to be on my socials. So it's kind of cool. It's good to detach. Yeah. For sure.
100%. I use Facebook more like my black book. If I want to go back into my old times, that's when I'll go in there, my contact. Everybody that was saved from high school and forward, dude, that's where they're at.
I just have family, really. Like,
okay.
Family I don't talk to on the regular or whatever. That's primarily what it's for. Yeah. Or I don't want them to have my number. Hit me up on Facebook.
All right. For sure. Dope. All right. Do you remember MySpace? What did you use as background music? Comment down below. We'll be right back. Artificially Genuine.
And cut like us, we're stuck in the trap. Steak ain't rare, so we sending it back. All of my brothers are rare, can't cap. The money was quick, now we sending a few. I'm down by the 100, we starting to shoot. I hit 21, just watch how we move. PR in my blood, no I